Eating healthy when money is tight can be challenging, especially if you're living with a costly condition such as diabetes. Medical doctor and wellness coach, Dr. Rivane Chybar-Virgo zooms in, and she's going to tell us how this can be done. Good morning, Doc. Welcome to Smile Jamaica.
Hi, good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for inviting me on.
But one of the first things is we talk a lot about eating healthy. When we say eating healthy, exactly what do we mean?
When it comes to really saying eating healthy, it's really just nourishing our bodies with these nutrient balanced meals. And we think about it, it's looking at a lot of foods that you see, whether it's fruits, vegetables, having those whole grains, which can be like brown rice, whole grain bread, protein as well, which can be a wide range as well, like whether it's fish, beans, peas, different things, and also our healthy fats. I know that there's a question about fats, but some fats are healthy as well and nutrients to us.
Okay. So what should we be eating then on a daily basis?
Okay. So ideally, you'd want to have meals that consist a lot of what I just mentioned before.
Right.
In terms of, say, if you have that nice little balance in the right, meaning combine these 4 things I mentioned and in the right proportions, it's on a daily basis. It's a great way to provide your body with those nutrients. So I'll just name them again. It's having those fruits and vegetables. Yeah. Whether it's whole grains, which are part of carbs as well. Protein and that healthy fat. On a regular daily basis, does help you to get that nutrients that you need.
So I'm glad you mentioned all 4, because sometimes when you talk to people, they'll tell you, oh, I'm not having anything at all but the vegetables. You're not eating anything. Oh, I'm on a diet. I'm only having the salads and the salads. I don't know if just the salads alone is healthy though, Doc.
Great point. And I see that you have a few of them on your table as well.
Yes.
But you're right. Sometimes when we think about eating healthy, we think about this big bowl of leafy greens, the salad, or a big bowl of fruits. But really, if you put that nice combination that I mentioned before and mixing it up, you're getting different nutrients that your body really does need. So just eating vegetable alone won't provide you with all the energy you need, or certain protein the body needs to make a stronger immune system.
Yeah. So one of the things I read the other day, I think it was a global study, and it also referenced here in Jamaica, is that a lot of people are maybe thinking, or a lot of people are saying it's too expensive to eat healthy. I know for a fact that sometimes when you say, all right, I'm going to go buy this, but when you see the price, the cheaper thing, which might not be the healthier thing, is what I can afford. So this morning, let's see if we can walk our viewers through how can we eat on a budget. So what's one of the first considerations? I'm thinking one of the first considerations is getting all the things that you said I have to get in my diet.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So tell me, how can I eat healthy on a budget? Walk me through it.
All right. Well, there's several ways that you can do this. And of course, so I'll go through, is really just taking a look and seeing which one resonates with you, we can do it best. So it starts in the kitchen with meal planning, like imagine just going through that kitchen and see what you already have to help decide what meals you can make with what you already have at home. Right there, and helps you to reduce your shopping list. And then you can use that to create a meal, like say planning out your meals now for the week and cooking more meals at home. Now, there's so many beauty to cooking meals at home because you get to control what you're putting in the food, like less salt, less oil and everything. So healthier. And cooking meals at home, then you're carrying it for lunch, then you'll find that you're spending less outside as well, because most meals now, they're like $700, $1,000 if you're buying lunch. So those are some ways right there that's saving you a few extra. And
you control the portions as well.
You control the portions as well, definitely. And when you create, and there's some shopping tips as well that can really help to even think to save a little when going to supermarkets. Like one of the biggest things I'll say is don't shop when you're hungry. I feel like for me, if I shop when I'm hungry, I feel like you buy more than you really do need. Sometimes everything, I don't know if it ever happened to you. But other things is like think about buying fruits in season. Supermarkets also, they have some discount or reward programs. And have to remember as well our local vendors where we can get those produce and meat at a lower cost too.
Yeah. I think the meal plan is extremely important also for when you shop. Because if you go into the supermarket and you don't have a plan, you're just gonna see stuff and say, I could have cooked this, and this would have nice, and that would have, and sometimes you end up with too much of one thing, too little of the other. So I feel like if you have the meal plan, you know specifically what it is that you're going in there to get. So I like that, the meal plan, and then don't shop when you're hungry. I hear you, that yeah, that's very important. Sometimes I feel like we can get a little bit more creative too with things that are not as expensive. Right, we have a nice tin of mackerel right here. Yeah. And I feel like we can get creative with stuff like that as well. Well, at least I do. Yeah.
Yes, there are different ways to get creative with your meals, and it really doesn't mean fancy recipes, right? It's really just taking what you have, and you can use the same meal. So you can use some ingredients to create different meals. Mm-hmm. So let's say that you're using what you have on the table right there, and I'm seeing a lot of fruits, I'm seeing vegetables. So let's say tuna, you said the mackerel or tuna.
Yeah, there's a mackerel here. There's a mackerel.
Yes, okay. All right. So let's say you're cooking that up now, and for most person, like I said, like you do the tin mackerel with a little bit of oil, and you might have it with some brown rice, for example, and add some veggies to it. And then you might want to change. All right, excellent. So you're having some veggies, and then you have a little piece of that healthy fat with a pear there, and you're having that protein and a little bit of some rice. Mm-hmm. And then you can get creative and even change it to something else. You could use it to make it into a sandwich. So there are different ways that you can use one ingredient to really create different meals, so you're not buying a whole lot of different ingredients and you're still having that variety.
Yeah, you can mix it up with some pasta as well.
Yes, and some pasta, so different things.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, so what I like about what you're saying is, guys, we just have to figure out what it is we need to eat, work out when we're going to eat it, and then get creative with the list that we have. What about breakfast, lunch, dinner? Because there's always a debate about what's the most important meal of the day. That's too heavy for breakfast. No, you shouldn't have that for lunch. That's too late for dinner. Does it matter?
As in, does it matter regarding the meals? Well, when you think about like meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they're all providing us with that nutrients and those energy we need to function. So really having a balanced meal throughout the day and for those 3 meals is really going to benefit us all and our health a lot. Mm-hmm. And if going through that 4 things and making sure each of those 4 things are on your plate, asking a question, do I have the protein? Do I have healthy fats on my plate? Do I have vegetable and fruits on my plate? Do I have that starchy carbs on my plate? It's a great way to see if it's balanced, and so you're not going, and they're having the right proportions, so you're not going too much either, mm-hmm. and not too little.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you, Doc, for being with us. And one of the other things is I find some of the things that we consume that we feel are cheaper, we consume a lot of it. Mm-hmm. You see that rice there? A nutritionist showed me a trick one time, and she said, never eat it in the styrofoam container because it looks like it's not a lot. And because you're looking at it, you will want to complete it. But if you plate it, it will shock you to see just how much is in the plate. And when you plate it, you're not going to eat half of what's in the container, I promise you. So we just got to find ways, Doc, to make sure we're healthy. If you want good, have to run. So we have to use the budget that we have and eat healthy. Thank you so much.
Definitely. And let's not forget also, I was talking about the budgeting, let's not forget about our rich soil in Jamaica, where we can grow our own foods, like whether it's fruits, vegetables, and that can really help us with the budget as well, because it's cutting down on what you buy at the supermarket, and it's fresher. You're growing it, you're doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was going to say our soil is the best. So when you get our fruits and vegetables, it's healthy. Doc, thank you so much for speaking with us. Medical doctor and wellness coach, Dr. Rivane Chybar-Virgo. After the break, we speak with the Honorable Dr. Nigel Clark. He's going to break down his budget presentation for us. So please stay with us. We'll be right back.